Hello, fun. 954-652-1823. Tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Is there life after death?
Can you connect with someone who's there?
Is there love in your life?
What's your lover really thinking?
Have you ever talked to a psychic?
One who truly has the answers.
Get ready for the most riveting show in talk radio. Get ready to talk to Dr. Linda Salvin, internationally known radio psychic, medium, talk show host, and healer.
Get ready to be amazed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Linda Salvin.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Linda Salvin, your host for the next 1 hour right here on WWNN 1470 AM and on the internet. I'm Dr. Linda Salvin, a psychic healer.
And I'm here to take your phone calls. If you would like to call in and ask a question with regards to your love life, finances, communication issues, past lives, soulmates, anything except health. I will touch upon certain health issues, but most of the time I can't answer them because I'm not a medical doctor, and by law I can't do that on the air. But off the air, I work with health issues all the time as a healer. I'm a shaman and a metaphysical healer, and I've helped people for 24, 25 years already. I'm not new to broadcasting. I started in Los Angeles, which is where I'm broadcasting from, on KBIG 104 FM back in 1994, and I went into national syndication for most of the 90s and the early part of the 2000s. And I've been doing psychic radio for a long time and private sessions for even longer. So if you'd like to call into the station, the number for your call is 888-565-1470. That's 888-565-1470. And you'll be asked your name and where you're calling from, and we'll get you on the air with me. If you've had a reading with me in the past and you'd like to call in with a testimony, by all means, call in and share with the audience so people get to know what my work with you is all about. I give predictions with regards to money, love, moving, travel, health, communication, spirituality, past lives, this life, your next life. I don't really predict your next life, but I can go into your past lives. Reincarnation is a big topic. A lot of people want to know what they were in a past life as to why they're on the journey that they're on now. I talk about that. I talk about the different levels of soulmates, whether they're companion or karmic or twin, anything you'd like to know. I don't read death and I don't read pregnancy. That's not up to me. That's up to God. I talk about God a lot because I had 3 near-death experiences in the 80s, and I found God, and it led me into this career to help people all over the planet. So again, if you are out there and you'd like to call in, the number is 888-565-1470. You can reach me off the air by calling toll-free 888-509-1077, or go to my website, lindasalvin.com. That's SALVIN.com, Linda, Linda. So I can't do a talk show without you, and I need calls on the air in order to really promote things on and off the air. So last week we were talking about near-death experiences because I've had 3, and if you didn't hear the show and this is your first time, I'll explain again. I was in a commercial airline plane crash in 1981. I slid down the ramp of that plane that was on fire, and it was in Southern California at John Wayne Airport. We crashed to avoid collision with another plane taking off on the same runway going in the opposite direction, and statistically, of course, you can't have that happen. So it was called a miracle flight, and the probability of all people surviving, which we did, was 1 billion to 1. And coming down the ramp, I had an out-of-body experience, which lasted about 4 months, where I was out of my body, and I became what's known as a walk-in, which is where a soul exchange takes place within a body. And I became a different, more enlightened person, but it took 6 years to go through the conflicts and the integration, I guess, is a way to define the process. It was an integration process, while at the same time I had 2 more accidents. One was being hit by a fire truck, and the other was totaling a car and having the white light experience. So I've been through it. I've seen the light. I understand the spiritual aspects and the spiritual laws out there as opposed to just the cognitive thought that most of us live with. So if you'd like to call in and ask a question and want a psychic prediction, you get 1 question, not 5 questions. You get 1 question on the air at 888-509 I'm sorry, that's my personal number at 888-565-1470. A few of you did call for private sessions last week after the show, and I appreciate that, and it's going to take a few months before your predictions start to come true. Sometimes they'll happen in a matter of days, but for the most part, it happens over a period of time, and things start to unfold, whether it's the love life, if it's the new job, if it's going to school, if it's moving, selling the house, going through escrow, finding a new car. I have predicted pregnancies. I don't like to, but I do predict pregnancies. One time, a friend of mine had a stillborn, and I said, next time you'll have twins, and she did. Things like that. I can help you understand your life going through different phases and challenges. So if you'd like to call in, please call in and talk to me, 888-565-1470. Now, a few of my friends were supposed to call in who have had sessions with me in the past, but they haven't so far, and I don't know where they are. So I'm going to just get into talking about soulmates, because that seems to be a really big topic most people want to know about. There are different levels of soulmates. One is the companion, and that's where there's no sex involved. It's a very platonic relationship. You can look alike, act alike, sound alike, laugh, do things, have a purpose together, but there's no relationship. There's no relationship. The karmic relationship is usually that with the marriage and the children, community, helping one another, striving. And a lot of times it'll end in divorce because the karma between the two people have outlived itself. And a lot of times people end up getting divorced even though they've been married 35 years, but they brought in the children, raised their kids, and they were ready to go on to meet new people for soulmate purposes. Now today, March 19th, happens to be the 9th anniversary of my mother's passing. Now, my mom and dad were married for 58 and a half years. They were soulmates. My mom left. She was sick. She had cancer. And my dad has since been with a woman for 8 years, for the last 8 years, and it's another form of soulmate. It's a different kind of relationship, but they're together. They're partners. They're companions. So you're never done unless you choose to be done. Okay, you have opportunities to meet new people wherever you go. You have new opportunities to go out, and you're not going to connect with everybody. You're going to feel bored. You're going to feel drained. You're going to feel unattracted. You're going to feel scared. You're going to feel used. You're going to feel put upon. You're going to feel all sorts of feelings until you meet somebody that connects. You might go through 100 people, and then all of a sudden one connects. Then you've got karma again. You've got past lives again. You've got soulmate connections again. You've got dealings with personalities, learning about the past, learning about the present, learning about supporting each other. And you go again and you start over. Life continues. It doesn't just stop. There's no day off in life, if you've ever noticed. So the twin is where you meet the other half of you. The other half of you is going to look like you, talk like you, walk like you, be a part of you, and be so overwhelming that sometimes those twin flames don't end up together. A lot of soulmates don't end up together. People have free will, and people choose whether or not they want to move forward with that relationship or back away out of fear. So a lot of times people will call me and say, well, I'm so connected to him. Yes, you're connected, but he's got to want to do it back. Or he's connected and she doesn't want it. It has to be the duality. It has to be a team. It has to be like a braid coming together as one. And then the soulmate process begins of laughter, communication, sharing ideas, supporting each other, and falling in love. It doesn't happen in 2 days. It takes time. The infatuation phase is one thing, and the giddiness and all of that, but the real work comes when you start to take off the layers. If you're listening to the show and you're brand new to the show, I'm Dr. Linda Salvin. I have a PhD in metaphysics, a master's in public health epidemiology, bachelor's in health education. I've been doing psychic work since 1981 when I became a psychic, but I haven't been on radio since, I started in 1994 because I ran from the psychic abilities for 12 years. I did not embrace it. I didn't want it. I was scared of it. But I'm a psychic, and I'm here to help you. Call in at 888-565-1470, wherever you are, if you're online or if you're listening to us on AM radio. I welcome your phone calls. I'm not going to do 60 minutes of just babbling without somebody calling in. Last week we had 13 calls. I would like to have that happen again. Call in. It's live, 888-565-1470, right here on WWNN 1470. So the soulmate process can take years to evolve. It can happen in months, and it can happen in years, depending on when the people are ready to meet. And even when you meet, you may not be on the same plane ready to have a relationship. It evolves through time and willingness and preparedness and soul evolution. Everybody's emotions grow at a different rate. Everybody's past is released at a different rate. People go through grievances at a different rate, just like losing a parent. I lost 3 years. It took me 3 years to get over the loss of my mom. It's hard. It's hard. It's painful. It's that hole in the heart doesn't go away. It gets easier, but it doesn't go away. I do channel people from the other side. I will not do it on today's broadcast, especially in honor of my mom. I will not open that door to go into the fourth dimension to communicate with the spirit unless one comes flying out. But I am not getting a board full of calls right now, so I couldn't even talk about whether or not somebody wanted me to channel somebody from the other side. But if you'd like a reading with regards to love, money, moving, travel, health, communication, call in, 888-565-1470, and I'll take your call. Can we go to an early commercial, please?
Years of experience prove it. Thousands of people confirm it.
Wicks of Wisdom work.
Dr. Linda Salvin's amazing candles combine ancient teachings and rare blended herbs, powders, oils, and more
For results that can't be explained.
Are you ready to bring money, love, success into your life?
Improve wellness, lift restrictions.
Don't put it off another day. Wicks of Wisdom work like a prescription for your soul. Order your set now, risk-free. Call 888-509-1077.
888-509-1077. Linda Salvin does remarkable things for people.
I told a man he and his wife would find a lost diamond in the carpet. 3 weeks later, they did.
Is there a stumbling block in your life? Book your personal session with Linda now, toll-free at 888-509-1077.
I told a woman in Ohio when she could expect to reunite with her boyfriend about 6 months down the road, and 5.5 months later, he came back.
These events are real. They're documented. Harness Linda's power for yourself. Call 888-509-1077.
I gave a woman in Illinois peace and comfort in the loss of her son.
Write the number down and call 888-509-1077.
I guided a family in Florida to their new dream home.
Break free. Linda Salvin is as close as your phone. 888-509-1077.
I helped a woman in the state of Washington get rid of her chest pains after doctors had failed with their surgery.
Linda Salvin, seeing the future, changing lives. 888-509-1077. Or click on lindasalvin.com. lindasalvin.com.
Psychic Healer Medium and your host for the next 45 minutes. Why don't you call in and help me out here at 888-565-1470. We've got MJ calling in, and let's take a call from MJ. MJ, you're on the air.
Hi there. Good to hear your voice on the phone again, or on the radio.
Hi. On the radio. It's nice to hear you. MJ's calling from Oregon, and I've been reading MJ for 15 years maybe?
Well, I think so. I think, since you started out, so on the radio, yeah.
On that station was 96, so maybe it's 22 years.
It might be.
It's that long. Why don't you give a couple of testimonies as to what the work's been about, and we'll get into the candles. You can help me out here because there's no participation here, and it's difficult to do talk without talkers. So,
well, let's see. I've been burning the candles for quite a while, probably since you first had them out, and they do work. And
wait, MJ, people don't know what the candles are. Let's go to the psychic readings first.
Okay, all right. I've had several healings and a lot of readings through that period of time, and you've really helped me out in a few tough spots. So I really appreciate it, and you're good.
Oh, well, thank you. Now, the healing work, let's explain the healing work. I do a process to help people with blocked energy, grief, guilt, shame, fear, molestation, rape, trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder, all sorts of emotion. And the way that I do my healing work is people are laying down, and through breathing, color, and words, I take them through a journey, and it unlocks the blocks of emotion. So when you had your healing, can you explain to the audience what you experienced, MJ? Was it, I know there's a relaxation at the beginning when you're...
There's a relaxation, and basically what I find when I go in for a healing, that it goes very gently into certain things that you can just almost like feel that are being lifted from you.
Right.
I know I've had to go into a few healings back to back, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks apart.
Yeah, and your mom.
But that was kind of a big trauma thing, loss of people that were close to me.
Right.
And it does work. And it's gentle.
It's very gentle. It's through breathing, color, and words. I take 3 people through this journey, and it's just that I get deep into the cellular level of the person to remove wherever the emotion may be stored, whether it's in the knees or the chest and the lungs or the breast or the elbows or the kidneys, the liver, the spleen, the bladder. I find emotion all over the body because that's where we store emotion, which is what causes disease. And I can release people from a lot of the turbulence that goes on within the body. In your situation, I remember after your boyfriend died, you were so at peace after the shock that you started functioning again, and then you started to get your life back in order. It takes time. It's not an overnight thing, but usually in 7 days there's a shift that takes place spiritually within the person, and the peace, balance, harmony, gratitude, unconditional love starts to surface. Is that what you experienced?
Yes. What it does is that it seems to, it's with you, and you will see different steps.
Yes.
It expedites the healing factor quicker. People kind of looked at me and said, "Whoa, you're doing really well." Well, here's her number.
That's happened, especially with people who have gone through a loss. I can accelerate the growth almost 2 years beyond what a therapist would do. I've been told I can do that. There was one
right,
woman
and I feel as though that's what's gone on with me. And really, I think after a year, it's still working because life is getting better and better. You know, you keep having these aha moments where you're going, hey, I wasn't doing this, but I'm doing it now. And it's okay to be yourself.
The healing's ongoing, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, some of the predictions, like work, raises, your son, your grandkid, your boyfriend at the time, things I know that are hard to remember as far as a specific prediction, but is there anything that stands out from having all the psychic stuff that we've talked about? Well, I guess 26 years is a long time, but I mean, anything you want to share?
For me, basically, I just went pretty much into, I knew all these things happened to me, and in order for me to go on, I needed to heal myself, but I needed help. Right. And to do that, and then I felt as though all the people in my life that I have now living on this planet, I needed to heal myself so I could be there for them. And
you've got to be
everything is
okay with you to be with others.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Let's go to the candles now, MJ. So the candles, I have a candle magic line called Wicks of Wisdom. Wicks of Wisdom is a spiritual set of candles, like a prescription for your soul, that if you burn these candles with essential oils, herbs, and powders, and then there's a petition that you write that goes into the flame, magic happens, whether it's money, getting rid of negativity, bad luck, backstabbing, winning lawsuits, health and wellness products, and cures. I don't want to say cures, but I mean, I've had people use the health and wellness, and skin cancer has gone away, uterine problems went away, tumors went away, self-worth, self-esteem enhances, the flu. I had one girl who's a dancer on Broadway who hurt her hip, did the candles, and the pain went away. There's magic in candle magic. It's oils, it's herbs, it's powders, it's giving your wishes to the light, and the light, which is the flame, is God. So it goes out into the universe, and things start happening. The phone starts ringing if you got sales. Your love life will start moving if you're doing soulmate power. You'll remove negativity, blocks, and obstacles, which we all have around us by doing the good luck power. I know you've burned several sets through the years, but are there any significant statements or testimony you can give, MJ, to help the listener understand?
Well, I know some of the biggest have been a friend of mine. A lot of trying to get her place together to sell, blah blah blah, and a lot of legal things there. And basically, she's been burning them also, and it's amazing what they've done. Amazing, totally.
Well, she has, with the property, she has legal issues. She's closing escrows. She's selling huge, large parcels of land. And there were some glitches between lawyers and technicalities. And she will burn the sweetening judgment and the good luck power, and all of the technicalities went away, and the doors opened.
And it was really strange when she'd light them up, like you said, the phone would start ringing and things would start moving.
Because the energy changes.
And the same for myself. I burned them basically personally for myself. But, they worked great.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to thank you for calling in, and this is my new time slot, so call in any time. And tell people that I'm here, and join the show.
We'll do it.
Thank you for calling, and have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye-bye, MJ. This is Dr. Linda Salvin, and we now have Cheryl calling from Redondo Beach, California. Hi, Cheryl. You're on the air.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Fine. How are you? Welcome back to the show.
I'm good. I'm so glad you're back on the air.
Well, we'll see how long it goes. I've got to make it happen.
It's a much-needed place for you here.
Pardon?
I said it's a much-needed place for you there to be on the air to help.
You've known me as long as the last girl, like 20-something years. Well, you've known me, I would say, 15 years.
At least, yeah. Yeah, maybe a little longer.
Maybe. Why don't you tell the listeners some of your experiences?
How long do we have time for?
Half an hour.
Well, I know when I first met you, I met you on a radio show actually as well, and I went on to purchase some of the candles myself, especially at the time when I was getting divorced. I went and purchased candles for that, and it gave me a lot of peace because the stuff that you had told me was happening, was taking place, and everything that you told me was going to happen came true. I didn't have to pay large amounts of money like I thought I was going to have to the attorneys. I actually got $20,000 off of what I owed them. So
because of the candles.
The candles, when I'm burning those, was helping tremendously. I was like, this is crazy. I've gone on to refer other friends to you,
yes, you have.
For the candle magic as well, because the stuff that they've had going on has started to take its course, and they're actually seeing results. And they all been really, really great.
I'm glad. Hold on. Let me just give the station ID. This is Dr. Linda Salvin. I'm a psychic healer and a medium. You're listening to my friend Cheryl, who's calling in from Redondo Beach, California, who started out as a listener in 2003 when I was on the radio and became a client, and then we became friends, and now she's calling in with testimony. If you would like to call the station at WWNN 1470, the lines are open at 888-565-1470. To reach me off the air, 888-509-1077 or lindasalvin.com. If you call my voicemail, you will get 10% off this week by mentioning the 19th show, which is today's the 19th. So let's go on. You also did Soulmate Power for the love of your life, and
yes.
What happened with him?
Well, it's still going. Still going.
Well, there were times that you lit those candles and he wouldn't stop texting and calling and seeing you. I mean, he gets hot.
It was intense. Yeah, it just drew him closer and closer. Yeah. Even if I tried to get rid of him, he wouldn't go away. Yeah.
That really happened.
They work.
Yeah, the Soulmate Power.
The petition that you tell us to write, that's important as well, because that mixed with the incense or the stuff that you
oils.
Put into it. I guess
the oils.
The oils
herbs
and the
oils and powders.
Powders, yeah. Those going along with the petition, it just makes it happen.
And people pay extra for a petition consultation because I channel and dictate the specific words for the specific situation so that everybody's work is done properly. And like you have a friend who's got a legal problem and a divorce problem and there's not custody, but an alimony situation. Another person might be in a legal situation with a partner. Everybody has a different conflict, so the wording is different, but depending on the situation, there's a specific set of candles which are prescribed like a prescription for your soul, and each set has 3 candles, 4 bottles of oil, herbs, powders, and then, of course, like Cheryl's talking about, the petition that goes into the flame, and it starts to work. Now, you've done Money and Success, which opened doors for some financial situations for you. You've done Soulmate Power. You did the Sweetening Judgment on the legal. I mean, you've done them. You've definitely been around.
I have. Yeah, they're worth it.
And you've been to the radio station with me, and you've been on the air with me many times before, which I always appreciate.
Yeah, sure, of course. I enjoy it. It's great. Anytime I can help you, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Are Kelly
That's why I'm always trying to refer my friends.
Yeah, I think it's great. So thanks for calling in. And do you have anything else you want to contribute?
I just want to tell everybody that the candles really, really work. Linda is a real blessing to us to have that, you are able to tell us things that help us improve our lives. So thank you for that.
You're very welcome. It's my job. It's my pleasure. It's my passion. I've been doing it for a long, long time. And as you know, because I don't charge you anymore because of our friendship, but stuff flies out of my mouth. You ask a question, and there's your answer.
I know.
And a lot of times you're getting readings without me really tuning in. It just happens. I'm that sensitive.
Yeah. We're just talking. Well, good luck with the show.
Thank you.
And
all right.
I'll see you soon.
You got it. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You bet.
This is Dr. Linda Salvin. We're going to go to commercial. Call me off here at 888-509-1077, or please visit lindasalvin.com. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Do
you need answers for love, career, personal, and spiritual life? Then call the famous radio psychic, Dr. Linda Salvin, at 1-888-509-1077. 1-888-509-1077.
What do people say about Linda Salvin? Karen A. of Fairfield, California says, I'm amazed at how accurate you are in predicting the timing of events. What are you waiting for? Book your personal session with Linda now toll-free at 888-509-1077. Caitlin M. of Scottsdale, Arizona says, it's amazing the way Linda gave me a sense of freedom in only one session. Linda Salvin can change your life. 888-509-1077. Chuck N. of Beverly Hills, Florida said of his session, an hour of pure joy. Amazing, astounding, awe-inspiring. Write the number down and call 888-509-1077. Linda F. of Sherman Oaks, California says, in the 2.5 years I've known Linda Salvin, I have found her to be completely accurate in every way, describing details of upcoming events and individuals that would become an important part of my future life. Linda Salvin, seeing the future, changing lives. 888-509-1077. Toll free, 888-509-1077.
WWNN 1470 AM in Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale. So if you'd like to call in, pick up your phone, and we will. I'll take your call. We've got Kendra calling in, so let's go to Kendra and see what's going on with Kendra. Hi, Kendra. Welcome to the show.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you? How can I help you?
Well. Yeah, Freddie just texted me if I wanted a reading, and I was like, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm always looking for things that are, that are helpful in a guidance.
Right, so you get one question: love, money, moving, travel, health, communication. What's your question, Kendra? Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Let me just turn down the volume for the live thing that's going on right now on Facebook. But yeah, I just wanted to get a gist of where career is.
Kendra, I need a question, please. You're all over the map, so there's a lot of confusion in your life, and it seems like there's no balance in your life, and that there's a career question because you're not really focused on where you're headed, and your love life is in the shambles right now because there's really nothing grounding you. Your health is good, but I think that you're still searching for where you belong. Is that basically where you're going right now, trying to integrate the fragments?
Yeah, well, I'm currently involved in the music industry and everything like that, and I've had some success, but it just seems that
it's not where you want it to be. You've got a long way to go before you get the deal and before you're on tour and all that really brings in money. I don't get anything solid around you right now. That's just the way your energy is.
Right.
It doesn't feel like there's anything solid. I think I was in the music industry. I understand. I write songs. I've been playing since I was 9 years old. I understand. But you don't have anything solid yet.
Right. Well,
You're working hard towards the goal. You're working towards the goal. Excuse me?
I've had 3 top 10 Billboard dance songs.
Okay, but that
and
may have
like
been,
that.
But where you are right now, as of today, the 19th, you feel scattered.
Yes. Very
I know
much.
that. I know. Right now you feel scattered. I don't care if you have 3 Emmys and 2 Oscars. You're still scattered.
Yeah.
You can have 4 Grammys and still be scattered. Your energy is scattered. You're not grounded. You're going for the dream, which is great. You're creative and everything. I understand that. But you're going in a direction right now where you're kind of hitting and missing the mark. You're going to be making some changes after July that are going to bring you into a much more focused and grounded and secure situation. Right now you're still on a path. But after July it's going to change. You're also going to find a different collaborator.
Wait, a different, what was that, like, collaborator?
Yeah, you're going to find a new collaborator, whether you write songs or you're going to play with something. You're going to can be working with somebody that's different than you've got now. Takes you into a different direction.
That's
really more solid.
Fun and interesting.
Well, okay, thanks for your call. Maybe you'll see it happen in July, okay? Because my stuff happens. I can read. You need to turn left with what you're doing. You need to make some changes.
Okay. Well,
to improve
that's awesome. Anything that is on that you can just pick up on?
I just did. You can call me off the air and I'll pick up plenty, but not on the air. We've spent enough time on the air, okay?
Okay.
Listen to what I said and you'll understand. Get in. Thank you. 888-565-1470. I'm sorry, who's on next? All right, let's go to John. Hi, John. You're on the air with Dr. Linda.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm in Florida, and my question's about money.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, I thought you just hung up. It sounded like you hung up. All right, so Are you looking for a raise or promotion? Because it looks like after June, May, June, there's going to be a bump, and then on October is going to be probably one of your better months for the year. You're not losing and you're not running out, but you're going to be making more. Are you changing jobs or something? Because it looks like that there's a new opportunity coming.
I'm kind of retired now.
Or change. Pardon?
I'm retired now.
Well, what then? Is it investment? There's more money coming between now and October.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for the lottery, so.
It's not. You're not going to win the lottery. That's not what psychics do. You're not going to win the lottery.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much.
Goodbye. People, psychics don't read the lottery. If we knew the lottery, we'd play it ourselves if we knew the numbers. Brittany's on the air. Brittany, hi. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I just wanted to, call in and talk about how you help me all the time with all my really so lovely life things. And
okay.
The things that come out of your mouth really do come true.
Okay. Brittany's calling from Venice, California, and has been a client for about 9 months now, and we've become friends as well. Why don't you give some samples or testimony as to some of the things that have happened besides the Leo?
Oh, yeah. Well, I came out of a really sad situation, and one of the big things that you were said that, I was going to find my health again, and I'd start losing weight, which was something that I never thought I would actually be able to start accomplishing, and, many pounds down later, and I completely found a new track of life, and it's something that I definitely don't think I didn't see that ever coming for me. And it really helped me kind of find where other health issues actually lied. So that was really an amazing thing.
How much have you lost so far?
I'm sorry, what?
How much have you lost so far?
It's been about 30 pounds.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, and it's really been amazing because it's really changed my whole mindset towards myself and the things that I feel like I can accomplish. Another one was most recently with my career. I thought I was ready to go back to work, and I made that jump. And once you and I spoke, and you kind of assured me that no, I wasn't in the situation I should be in, I was able to then really jump out of it and put myself first. It's been very amazing in that aspect, and even with the guy yesterday, I reached out to him like you said, and he was like, "Great, I can't wait to see you on Tuesday." So, gotta listen.
It happens. My words may not be I'm not a remote viewer. A remote viewer is like, oh, I can see you're wearing a green blouse and a pair of blue jeans, and you're sitting on a brown sofa. Those kind of readers are remote viewers, which I am not. I'm very clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm clairsentient, meaning I have vision, I have audio abilities, and I feel. But just like I said to Cheryl, there's words that as you experience being with me that I'll just start talking and then it happens. It comes out of my mouth and there's truth behind it. So,
absolutely.
It's being a conduit. I'm just kind of I'm connected to the other side, and I feel like a bumper car at the pier sometimes, and it's just guiding me around on this electrical charge, and then it comes out of my mouth, and I help people. But you've done so amazing since August, September. You should just be so thrilled with your progress.
Thank you. I wouldn't be able to do it without you, though.
Oh, well, thanks. That's so sweet. Thank you. I mean, I'm just one of those that shines the light on you. You didn't have to listen, but you were open, and that's half of it. If your brain and emotions are available, you'll hear the message. If you fight it, you're not going to get the message. Like the guy that just wanted to know if he's going to win the lottery, he still has money coming in October from an investment or something so to spike his finances. The girl that's the musician has something new coming in with a different partner. She doesn't see it yet, but it's going to happen, and she'll balance. And with you, you've got more to go through. No, you're not going back to work for anybody else right now. You're supposed to keep doing this journey on your own.
Yep. And I'm so thrilled that I have you to kind of tell me those things, so then it really reassures the path that I put myself on then too.
Oh, thank you. Anytime.
No.
Anytime.
Thank you.
And I've read Brittany's mother, and Brittany's told people, so it's just like you out there who are listening to WWNN 1470. Call me off the air at 888-509-1077 or visit my website, lindasalvin.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you like I help everybody else. And you're going to get into the candles at some point, and then you'll see even more ascension within your life, and you'll feel even more growth. You'll feel more growth, and things start happening even faster when you do the candles. But I love that you called in. You said that you would, and it's terrific that you did. Do you have any questions? Do you have a question for me?
Oh, I didn't come prepared with a question. Gosh, let me see if I can come up with one offhand. Oh man, this is so difficult. I just do this when you're on the spot.
You don't have to. You've got plenty on your mind. But you've gone through mostly your health and wellness is what's taking place right now, and you're becoming whole. And you're going to feel more, I would say another 6 months from now, most of what you're contending with will have been on the other side.
Oh, wonderful.
You won't be in as much pain or conflict. Like I said earlier, today's the 9th anniversary of my mother's passing. The first 3 years I couldn't see straight, I couldn't feel, I couldn't stop crying and all that. But now it's like, okay, I've accepted it, I'm whole, my life goes on, and I miss her. It's different. Mm-hmm. But you're going to get to a place where you feel accepting of things.
I look forward to that.
It'll happen where one day you'll wake up feeling refreshed. Mm-hmm. You're going to feel like, oh my God, just like, when you go outside and look at the garden or go to the beach, just get back in touch with the universe and connect, and you're fine. We're all right here, right now.
Amazing. Well, thank you again.
You're welcome, Brittany. You take care. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. If you'd like to call the show, the number is 888-565-1470. 888-565-1470. You're listening to WWNN 1470 AM. I'm Dr. Linda Salvin. We're going to take our last break for the hour, and I hope to hear from you. 888-565-1470. Don't go away.
Linda Salvin does remarkable things for people.
I told a man he and his wife would find a lost diamond in the carpet. 3 weeks later, they did.
Is there a stumbling block in your life? Book your personal session with Linda now, toll-free at 888-509-1077.
I told a woman in Ohio when she could expect to reunite with her boyfriend about 6 months down the road, and 5.5 months later, he came back.
These events are real. They're documented. Harness Linda's power for yourself. Call 888-509-1077.
I gave a woman in Illinois peace and comfort in the loss of her son.
Write the number down and call 888-509-1077.
I guided a family in Florida to their new dream home.
Break free. Linda Salvin is as close as your phone. 888-509-1077.
I helped a woman in the state of Washington get rid of her chest pains after doctors had failed with their surgery.
Linda Salvin, seeing the future, changing lives. 888-509-1077. Or click on lindasalvin.com. lindasalvin.com.
Years of experience prove it. Thousands of people confirm it.
Wicks of Wisdom work.
Dr. Linda Salvin's amazing candles combine ancient teachings and rare blended herbs, powders, oils, and more
For results that can't be explained.
Are you ready to bring money, love, success into your life?
Improve wellness, lift restrictions.
Don't put it off another day. Wicks of Wisdom work like a prescription for your soul. Order your set now, risk-free. Call 888-509-1077.
888-509-1077.
The last segment of the show, 888-565-1470 is your number to call. Who do we have on the line, please? Okay, let's go to Alice. Alice, is that you calling in from Atlanta?
From Georgia, yeah.
From Georgia. I forget which town you're in, but I knew. Okay, how are you?
I'm good.
So you've had a reading with me when you lived in Oregon, and you just booked a session with me today. Why don't you tell the audience your experience in having a psychic reading with me in the past and how it affected you, and now that you come back for more?
Okay. Well, it built a lot of trust, and everything that you said was going to happen did. You told me my daughter was going to get pregnant. Well, she's due June 7th with a little boy, and you said it was going to be a boy. Yeah.
I just got chills.
So, and then I've had the candles, and they've worked for me, luck and money and stuff like that. So.
Right. And now we're going to go to the next step when I talk to you on Thursday and see what's going on with the next phase of your life and see if you need more candles or see what you need with regards to relationships, your home life, or whatever. It'll really be good to catch up. Now, the baby's due when?
June 7th.
Is this your first grandbaby?
Well, my second, really. My first one's 25 years old.
Oh, okay. Well, this is it's starting all over again. 25 years is a long time.
Yeah, well, that's my son had her. My son and his wife. This is my daughter. It'll be her
right,
first
your daughter's
one.
having a boy and your son had a daughter.
Yeah.
How fun is this? You're going to be thrilled. Very healthy, very happy. It's going to be extremely intelligent. This baby is going to be... well, they called them in our generation. We were the light workers, and then the crystal kids, then the indigo kids. Now they're rainbows. The rainbow children are highly evolved. They've got big eyes. They're very intelligent, and they come in with a purpose. That's going to be your grandson. You're going to know when you meet him, he's here for a big job. He's here to accomplish. He's here to conquer. And he's going to probably teach your daughter things that your daughter's going to fight with him because he's going to be above intelligence, and he'll know things. He can be 1 day old and he'll know things. You're going to sense when you meet him, his spirit is just going to tickle you.
That's great.
And you're spiritual, so you'll be able to connect with that energy immediately. That's terrific. Let me
I told her what goes around comes around, so.
Yeah, she'll get back what she gave you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad once gave me a little cartoon that said, "Avenge yourself, live long enough to be a problem to your children."
Yeah.
But I think I still have it somewhere with my college stuff. But this little boy, do they have a name already?
Well, they're in between two names.
Okay. Do you want to say what they are?
Carson and Ben. Benjamin, Ben. Bennett. I'm sorry.
I think they're going to go with Bennett. That's what it feels like
Bennett.
right now. I think they're leaning more towards Bennett. But you know what? It feels like there's one more name that they may come up with at the last moment. You know, like a Charlie or something. Yeah, one more, because the more you're going to talk about this child, and especially if he is rainbow, you may go more spiritual. I mean, you're not going to call him rainbow, and you're not going to call him rabbit or anything weird, but there's going to be a sophistication but a fun aspect to him. Or renovating something at home?
Yeah. I'm doing a little bit of both.
Change. Okay, there's change around the home, Now, when I booked the appointment with Alice today, I did not read her. I'm reading her now. But there's something around the home that is new color and like a facelift and new, I don't know if it's going to be sheets or if it's going to be placemats or if it's going to be, tablecloths, just color. New colors are coming in, pillows, whatever it is that you're doing, painting on the walls. You're giving a facelift, and you're going to be happy with the changes. I get some yellow coming in. I get some yellow to brighten it up. And a lot can go with the yellows, whether it's the turquoise or the greens or certain blues. But I just get not bright sunshine yellow, not out of the
pale,
out of the sun, but just enough of a tinge that'll bring out some color. I used to paint my walls with Manhattan Mist, and if you look that up, it's gray, but not Battleship, and it picks up lavender hues depending on the time of day, and it really brightens the room. You might go that direction as well. I'm just getting color. New facelift. So that's good. That's good. We'll talk about that on Thursday. Do you remember any specifics from a reading that we did or the candles that you did that could qualify as a description to tell the listener?
Well, I was in a relationship, and you told me to let it go because it wasn't worth it. And, that happened. I let it go, but it was hard.
Sorry, but Well, let's see if we can start bringing in the right one, because I see a marriage coming for you in 3 years.
I don't think so.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You may not think so now, but I think something's going to change in your love life that opens doors to your heart. You may not feel it now because you've got your life set the way that you want it with your family and your work and your projects, but something's going to change. You've been hurt like everybody, but something's going to change.
Well, that's good.
Not yet. Not time yet. Not yet.
Not yet?
No, not yet. There's nobody on the horizon yet, but that's going to change. We'll see I'll take a look at that all on Thursday when we talk. But I'm glad you called in. Do you have anything to ask?
Just, is my son okay? Nobody's heard from him in a couple days, and we're concerned, and we can't get a hold of him.
Where is he? Where does he live? In Georgia?
No, he lives in Indiana.
Oh, in Indiana. He's just been busy. Yeah, he's fine. There's nothing wrong. You would have heard by now if something were devastating. There's no bad news. No, he'll pop up.
Oh, okay.
He's just busy. He'll pop up. He does this from time to time, and he throws a scare at you. But as far as anything horrible that you have to be worried or concerned about, no, you're fine. By Thursday, you'll say you heard from him. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Then we'll talk on Thursday.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
I enjoyed the show.
Evening. All right. Thank you. This is Dr. Linda Salvin. You're listening to Dr. Linda Psychic Talk. 888-509-1077 is my number off the air. Who do we have next, please? All right, let's go to Dawn calling. Hi, Dawn. You're on the air with Dr. Linda.
Hi, Dr. Linda. How are you?
Fine. How are you? I can barely hear you, so you got to really speak up.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. How can I help you?
I called in to see what we could come up with.
Well, I need one question. I don't do general questions on the radio.
You need a question. Okay.
Love, money, moving, travel, health, communication. I need something to go on. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Hollywood, Florida.
Okay, and do you have a question in mind that you'd like me to look at?
Sure. I own an online business, and I'm about to do another launch, and I'm
you want to know about prosperity?
Yeah, how's that going to go?
By July, August, Dawn, you are starting to make money, and it starts to monetize, and everything you've been doing and planning with the website and your merchant account and your publicity and the social networking and the social media, all the planning is done. just about ready to go. Once this launch hits, it's going to catch on very quickly. What product or service do you offer?
I teach teenagers how to read and write with confidence.
That's great. So you do a service.
Yeah.
You will have students, you will build, and you will be busy. You will be extremely busy. Now, I don't know if you heard the show earlier when people were calling in that have been working with me for 10, 15, 20 years, but with Candle Magic, my Money and Success candles would see your sales jump. So if you call me off the air or go to my website, lindasalvin.com, you'll attract clients, you'll attract customers, and you'll attract money. That's what the Wake of Wisdom do with the money.
I want to attract a man. Is there a candle for that?
Yes, soulmate power. I get people married. You do soulmate power attract to start. Usually after 8 or 9 sets of candles. I've done the wedding. Actually, Cheryl, who called in earlier, I performed her daughter's wedding. But there's many weddings that I've performed, and a lot of the people use the soulmate power attract candles to get the guy. Yeah, call me off the air. 888-509-1077, and I'll set you up, and it'll get you going.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, thanks for calling. You have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye. This is Dr. Linda Salvin. I'm going to be signing off. If you'd like to reach me off the air at 888-509-1077, please call. I will give 10% off. For those that mention 19, the number is 19. That's your code. And I will be back next Monday right here on WWNN 1470, or go to lindasalvin.com and check out the website, the testimonies, the products, and services. Have a good night. Thank you very much. Take care. God bless.
Dr. Linda is Psychic Radio.
Dr. Linda Salvin.